Peace and blessings, family. What's up with all the daydreamers out there? Please live it. Don't sleep through this thing. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that yesterday, your boy did a thing. Yeah. Heading home. Got him. 11-inch, 1 terabyte M1 chip iPad Pro 2021. I told you I was getting it, and I got it. So even amongst all the letdown that WWDC offered us who were looking towards the iPad Pro with the M1 chip, expecting some grand announcement ever could be presented that would make us get hype about this new powerful device, I still went out there and bought the M1 chip 11-inch model 2021 iPad Pro 3rd generation. That is a mouthful. But if you have been watching any of my videos prior to the announcement of the M1 chip being inside the iPad Pro, you would know that I was already planning on upgrading to a 1 terabyte version anyways. My previous iPad was just 128 gigs, and as you guys know, video editing, music creation, a little photo editing here and there will take up an enormous amount of space on your iPad, man, especially when you're trying to work on multiple projects at a time. So you can see how all this can get eaten up real quick. So moving to 1 terabyte was already the plan. The M1 chip was just the added bonus. Now I get it, WWDC let a lot of people down, but I do want to say this. WWDC wasn't about your expectations. They were simply about presenting what the updated iOS was going to be able to do for the common everyday user. Because Apple is real good at selling to 2 different markets, and this is what we forget. Apple sells really well to everyday consumers. Everything from how they present on their website to how they present in their keynotes, all these different things are built around wow factors for the everyday consumer. iOS 15 or the iOS period, iPad iOS 15, even all these other things like with the whatever they call the thing for the Mac, I don't even remember what it's called, but either way it go, they are intended to wow the everyday consumer, and I think we forget that. We really truly forget that. While on the other hand, they do a great job at marketing to developers. Us content creators are right there, yes, in the middle of this thing, and we're both a consumer in the sense of all the fun little quirks that Apple through the iOS provides us, right? But then at the same time, we're also on the side of taking full advantage of what developers actually do with what's underneath the hood. We live in the best of both worlds. And oftentimes we can lean so far into our middle ground, notice how I said that, of being content creators, that we think that what we're getting from Apple is solely and strictly for us. And it's not. Apple does a really great job of selling to the everyday consumer and also the developers who are going to take full advantage of what's underneath the hood. We're caught in the middle of using both of those things, both of those markets we're in. So I'm looking forward to using the upgraded iOS 15 to the iPad just for the little quirks and things that it can do. The multitasking looks extremely fun, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be I'm going to really take advantage of if anything, I know I'm gonna take full advantage of how the multitasking is going to be laid out, because I use multitasking on my device a lot. But at the same time, I'm looking now and waiting on the developers to turn to see what's underneath the hood and say, you know what? Let's push the boundaries, and hopefully there are developers such as LumaFusion, BeatMaker 3, Cubase's 3, or any other developer out there, man, that is Procreate or whomever, that is going to say, how can we take what's underneath this hood and give more features that our users be able to take full advantage of to make their workflow flow easier, powerful, more sufficient, more effective, and more efficient. How would that happen? Now we're waiting on them. As I stated in the last video, we're now looking to the developers. And I think that we got let down from our expectations because we forget Apple sells to 2 markets, guys. That's my opinion, guys, man. But either way it go, man, I'm excited about using this, man, new iPad Pro with 1 terabyte worth of storage. But if I could say before I end this, again, I'm going to continue to say it. If Apple could push it to where you can read off of an external drive, which I'm thinking it might be a developer thing that needs to happen now. But if you can read off of an external drive without having to take the files and put them on the iPad itself, winning, yes indeedy, man. So taking full advantage of what's underneath this thing, add that one feature right there, it would be leaps and bounds, baby. And I suspect this coming sometime towards the future, man. Man, much love and respect, guys, man. Y'all be safe out there. And please remember that dreams are meant to be lived, not slept through. This is your boy Sleep. Peace.